The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance into a single elimination in-season tournament, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Las Vegas. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVE for new customers to get $150 in bonus bet if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Man, I can't take this anymore. Now that's a rush.
Smile for the camera.
Ocho?
Here you go, internet.
Hello, I'm Shannon Sharpe, and I'm also a roast sponsor. Roast Sparks are amazing for guys who want to boost in the bedroom because they work fast and last long. Listen, we're about to get a little explicit, so you heard it from me. Maybe you heard too much from me. How much I love Roast Sparks, but I'm not the only one. These reviews are for grown folks only. One person said, while my wife and I went on vacation for 5 days, I used Roast Sparks a couple of times, and we had fun. 9 times fun in that week alone. Okay, good. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's him. Another customer said, boom, I'm Superman. I carry Roast Sparks in my pockets at all times. Full stop. And lastly, someone says, I'm not bragging, but my wife actually tapped out for the first time in years because of the UFC. Made her give it up. If prescribed, you get $15 off your first order of medication to get hard. Connect with a provider 100% online, ro.co/nightcap to find out if Roast Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/nightcap. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. Hopefully you watch Thursday Night Football. You watch this team lose to this team. That's right. And Ochocinco owe me a stack. And I don't know why I don't got my money. I don't know why I ain't got it, but that's okay. We're going to talk about that a little later. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite Unc, Baltimore Ravens legend, Shannon Sharpe. He is a Cincinnati Bengals legend. A lot of hardships. Lots of hardship. Liberty City's own, Bengal Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. He's sulking, but you know what? I love it. That's my job, is to keep it going. Ochocinco Johnson, just call him Ocho. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and do us a solid. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you, guys. Every subscriber counts. Thank you for helping us matter. Thank you for helping us become what we've become. And through your support, we'll have continued success. Make sure you go check out Shea by Laportier. If you can't find it in a city or a state near you, we have it in stock, and the holidays are right around the corner. You got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, and you got New Year's. Go ahead, put your order in, guaranteed to get to you by the holidays. You'll have a very festive and joyous holiday season. Make sure you go follow my media company's page on all platforms. That's Shay Shay Media. And my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Our newest release dropped last week. I was hell when I was well. I will lie for you before I lie to you. Those t-shirts dropped. Black nightcap hoodies, and by popular demand to stay with me now, came as a hoodie. And of course, our best sellers, Unc Ocho tees. We got a lot of requests for Unc Ocho tees to be in black. And guess what? We dropped those last weekend also. Quantities are limited, so make sure you grab yours while supplies last. The Ravens, hold on, just in case y'all might have forgot. Hey, anybody got one right here? Y'all got these? Hold on. With that, hold on, he upside down. With that right there, hold on, y'all got something else. What else is right there? Is that me? Hold on. I got something else on it. What else he got? Oh, right here. That right there. Hold on, what else he got? That right there. Man, if you didn't know better, you swear I played for the Ravens. You think, is that possible? I could have played. Hold on. What else say? Play like a Raven. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Just in case y'all forgot. Y'all didn't know better. I swear, I look at who it's against. Oh my goodness. Y'all already know. Yeah, that's y'all. We beat the brakes off y'all. Yes. Some things never change.
Hey,
I'm sorry, Ocho.
You feeling good, huh?
George just keep finding stuff.
You feeling good about yourself, huh?
Whoa. Top. All I know is this. If your team lost on Thursday night, I don't want to hear you say foot or ball. If your team lost tonight, I don't want to hear you say foot or ball. Now, if your team won, take off with it.
Yeah, man.
Let's get right to it. The Ravens beat the Bengals 35-34. The Ravens go for a 2-point conversion to take the lead with 38 seconds, but the pass was a little high for Taylor Hudson, and it fell incomplete. Joe Burrow had a spectacular performance, 428 yards, 4 touchdowns as well, and Jamar Chase went off 11 catches on 14 targets, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson matched him as far as touchdowns. Lamar threw for 4 touchdowns, 290 yards as the Ravens come from behind again and defeat the Cincinnati Bengals for the second time this season. The Ravens improved to 7-3. The Bengals fall to 4-6. Ocho, you guys played really well.
Very well.
But you had a situation where you had a 21-7 lead. You try to you get out and get a field goal. It's 24-7. Score a touchdown. It's 28-7. 8-7, excuse me. Marlon Humphrey made an unbelievable play. Brown. He stood the running back up, pulls the ball out. The Ravens go down and score. And the next thing you know, it's 28-21.
Just that fast. Listen, the first half, the Bengals, we played great football the first half. We were able to hold Derrick Henry to not very much. We were able to
I think he had like 6. He only had 6. I think he had like 6 carries in the first half.
We were over the whole Lamar Jackson. I think maybe the 50 to 51 yards passing in the first half. The offense was very efficient. We moved up and down the field. We got to 21-7. On that drive, I was hoping on that drive that could really solidify the game. If we could have gotten some points, maybe a field goal, going up 28-7 would have been even better. But the play, again, like you said, from Marlon Humphrey and stripping that ball from Chase Brown, the momentum the momentum shifted after that play. They went right down and scored. I think we had a 3 and out, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a 3. We had a short series. Y'all got the ball back, went down, and then they don't push goddamn, what's young bull name?
Wallace.
They don't push Wallace out of bounds because, again, 2 players thinking, okay, somebody's closer than I am. I think he's going to make the play. We just talked about that 2 weeks ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken, where they was loafing on the play, thinking somebody else was going to make it. And because they loafed, and when they kicked it in gear to try to make the tackle and push him out of bounds, it was too late. It's a game of inches. And you always got to be going full speed at all times until the play is actually made. And I think that's one of the things that hurt us. And Damn, I'm saying like that would hurt. I like the cojones. I like the fucking cojones that Zach Taylor had to go for two. I like it. I like it. I like the play call, the belief in your players. The belief in your player to say, you know what, we're not going in overtime. We're gonna try to win this goddamn game. We're gonna try to win this game because we're behind the eight ball. We're not only behind the eight ball in this game, the fact that we allowed them to come back, have from a 14-point deficit, but the fact that we need this win, and we get it, we don't. We behind the eight ball now. Obviously, we're 4 and 5. Huh?
4 and 6.
Oh, we're 4 and 6 now. So now you have to think about it. We beat the Raiders. We lost to the Ravens. They've swept us in the series this season. That makes it that much more difficult for us going forward.
Makes it very difficult for you to win division because you've gotten swept by them. They're 3 games in front of you. Pittsburgh is 3 games in front of you. I don't know if you've played the Steelers yet. So basically, in order for you to have a chance, you would need to beat you can't finish with the same record as the Ravens because they would win the division because they already beat you twice. So you got to hope, you got to pray you beat the Steelers. The Steelers beat the Ravens. You finish with a better record than the Steelers and the Ravens. Or, like you said, you're hoping for a wild card, but then again, you got to hope. I mean, you could get 3 teams out of the division because I think you're only going to get 1 team out of the South. I think you're going to get probably 1 team out of the West, 1 team out of the East. So theoretically, you're 4 division winners. And 4 division winners. That's because you're taking 7 teams, Ocho. You're 4 division winners, so you take, say, whoever wins the division in the North. 2 other teams theoretically could go.
Definitely.
Could the Broncos make it? Maybe.
Wait,
could the Chargers make it? Maybe. You know, Kansas City's going to win that division, Ocho. So yeah, theoretically, they're probably of the wild card potentials, they'll probably have the best odds of making it.
I mean, listen, we got to get, for one, we got to get healthy. Offensively, we look really good. Defensively, you know, it's up and down. We play well in spurts. We have to find a little bit more consistency. In the passing game, in the run game, I think we did fairly well against Derrick Henry tonight. Damn, that one hurt, boy. That would hurt. That would hurt.
That would have gave you a lot of confidence because now, Ocho, you got 10 days off.
Yeah.
You don't play till the following Sunday. So now you get an opportunity to regroup. You really think like, hey, guys, we got the whole week. Get healthy. We got the entire weekend off. We can sit back. Hey, let's go on a run here. That's a tough way to lose. I mean, think about it, Ocho. Both of the games, you lost in overtime and you lost in a heartbreaking fashion. So it doesn't, and you're like, hold on, we scored 38 points, we scored 34 points, and we lose both ball games. Joe Burrow throws for what? He probably had what, 8, 9 total touchdowns, and they still lose. So that's the problem that you're running into. Joe really can't have an off series because an off series means that the defense goes back on the field. Because think about it, Ocho. You had a 21-7 lead. And the next time in 3 possessions, you're down 28-21.
That's great. That's absolutely crazy.
So, it's so hard to play like that, knowing I've got to be Joe and Chase and that offense knows we've got to be perfect or we can't win a game. If we're off slightly.
If our defense, run defense, pass defense, at any point was able to, let's say, catch fire and find a way to get to the middle of the pack. We don't have to be top 5. Just find a way to get to the middle of the pack. Statistically, I think we'll be fine. We would be fine, but that's a tall task, especially at this point in the season. It's a tall task. That means pressure is on us offensively. Well, like you just said, Joe Burrow has to be damn near perfect. Jamar Chase
ain't no damn near. He gotta be perfect.
Jamar Chase has to be Superman every single time he touches the ball. Every time. We need
Joe was Ocho, before you go. Joe Burrow was 34-56, 428, 4 touchdowns. He didn't turn it over. You did have the 1 turnover that was costly because it shifted the momentum of the ball game. But the defense, y'all gave up. Lamar was 25 of 33, 290, 4 touchdowns. And you didn't sack him once.
And most of that shit, you know how hard he is to sack? Did you see that goddamn scramble? Did you see that damn scramble?
Yes.
And tiptoe the sideline and cut back in and almost score. Like, man, listen, Lamar Jackson, I don't know what more I can say about Lamar. That hasn't been said already. I've been watching him do exactly what we saw tonight when he was at Boynton Beach High School. Dude is unreal. And he's probably on the way to winning his third MVP.
Well, he just put himself back in the lead. If you thought Jared Goff, you like Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry's playing phenomenal. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other quarterbacks that might be in the running. Josh Allen. But Lamar, after tonight,
listen,
he put himself back in the lead.
Lamar Jackson is the favorite for MVP. Before Derrick Henry got there, Lamar Jackson was still doing what he's doing now and carrying his team. The fact that Derrick Henry comes and he's running the ball extremely well is the fact that the team is built and structurally designed for a player like him. But Lamar Jackson was doing what he's doing this year before Derrick Henry got there. So the favorite for MVP would be Lamar Jackson again.
I think the thing is, Ocho, but when we look at it, Lamar Jackson is on pace to lead the league in touchdowns and passing yards. Something that we wouldn't equate to Lamar leading the league in passing yards. We saw him lead the league in touchdowns, 36 the first year he won the MVP in 2019. Now look at the way he's throwing the football. He's on pace to throw for damn near 50 touchdowns, Ocho. Which, if somebody would have told you, even if you thought he was going to be a good quarterback, nobody would have said Lamar Jackson would throw for 40-plus touchdowns in an NFL season.
That's a testament to his work and his improvement as a pocket passer. For one, early in his career, boom. I look at number one. Number one's not there. I'm taking off. I'm using my feet. Now he's going through his progression. He's taking his time. Hell, he'll go from 1 to 2 to 3. He'll come back to 1, or he'll scramble and extend a play and do things off script just to see if he can find somebody open before he takes off and runs the ball. Lamar Jackson has gotten to the point where he's such a great passer now that he's a runner second, which as opposed to early in his career, he would run first if the number one or the two option wasn't there.
Right. He realized he can get the ball quicker. He can get the ball down the field quicker if he throw it than he couldn't run it. And so, but he's phenomenal. And as you said, Ocho, it's a testament. See, like I said, it's hard if you put the work in not to get better. I'm not saying now he's gotten drastically better as a thrower of the football. Look at the touch that he threw the ball with when he hit Andrews. Look at the touch he threw when he threw to who's that, Bateman, the last touchdown, to kind of jump Salty over the top. Look at the touch in which he's developed because he's put the time in to get better as a thrower. That's why I say you can tell guys that in the off season, they go to the lab because it's just hard for you not to get better at something. I don't care if it's skipping rocks. I don't care if it's collecting cans. If you practice it, you will get better at it. You might not ever be an Olympian at it, but Lamar, all he had to do was to get his passing ability up to his legs, and it was over. And you see right now, they can't do anything. Now, sometimes, Todd Monken and John Harbaugh, they get beside themselves, and they want to throw, and they kind of forget because ain't no way in hell Cleveland should have beat them. I don't give a damn what anybody says. You can't convince me the Browns, that team, even though they have a very good defense, should have beat them. But Ocho, the Ravens better be careful. Their defense is going to get them beat.
No, wait. Not the defense, because they stout up front. They're stout up front, and they stout.
I throw it over you. They just gave up 427. They just gave up 428.
Hold on, baby. Check me out. Now stay with me. They are stout up front, and they're stout at the second level. Now, their Achilles heel is the secondary. They're dead last against the pass, which is why you start.
Can Josh Allen throw the ball?
Oh, yeah.
Can Patrick Mahomes throw the ball? Can Joe Burrow throw the ball?
Goddamn right.
Can Russell Wilson throw the ball?
Yes, sir.
So any potential team, Justin Herbert. So any team that they can potentially face can do what, Ocho? Throw the ball. All those teams got what? Receivers that can go catch the ball. Ocho, the touchdown to Chase. Bro, how you let that man catch? The man catch a 10-yard route, and he juke in and out, and go to the house. And then Ocho, they in quarters coverage. Where the hell is the safety going?
Hold on, that's the perfect play call for quarters. Is the post route because the goddamn safety sitting on the hash down low.
Don't, Ocho.
That's
You got the backside. Don't jump the crossing route. Ocho, no, Ocho. The corner's playing quarters. He got outside leverage.
Yeah.
How you if you play an outside leverage and I run a post, tell me how you stop it. If you play an outside leverage,
you got to stay high. Listen, I mean, for me, I don't play corner, but I'm just stay with me real quick. If I know I got quarters coverage and I'm the corner and my back is to the sideline, if anything, I want to stay very, very high on that upfield shoulder. And if he does go to the post, I try to kick it in gear the best way I can and cut off the angle to get there and make a play on the post.
It's quarters coverage. That's not his responsibility. That's the safety. Quarter. Well, hold
on, but that's they're gonna occupy that safety with the number 2 and get him to come down.
If you got quarters coverage, what is your quarter? Middle coverage. That's not yours. The crossing route. That's for Roquan Smith.
Wait.
I'm not effing with that. That's the whole purpose I run that route, because I'm gonna dangle that cheese knowing you're a rat.
You're gonna bite. You're gonna bite every time.
And boom, and then I'm gonna throw the post over your head because I know he got quarters coverage and he's outside leverage. He's supposed to be deep quarter, middle quarter, deep quarter.
Right.
I'm like, bro, what the hell are you doing?
The funny thing about it, every time you see a post route that's completed, normally 98% of the time, the goddamn coverage is quarters. Most of the time, unless it's cover 3, unless it's cover 3 or some stuff like that, and you just step on the corner's toes, and the throw beats the goddamn safety. But that goddamn quarters, every time, post gonna beat it every goddamn time, because they gonna dangle some cheese, the whole last safety at bay. You step on that goddamn that corner's toes, hey, but it's a wrap. You might well strike up the band.
Ocho, you know why? Because guys get beat because they won't play their responsibility. That's not your responsibility. If you got quarters coverage, that means you got a quarter of the field. So there's 425 to make a dollar. The corner has deep quarter. The safety has middle quarter. The other safety has middle quarter. The other corner has deep quarters. That's 25. What we call it, quarters coverage, 25, however you want to address it. Quarters or 25 is the same thing. That's not your responsibility.
Yeah.
You see what happens? He got beat because he's trying to do somebody else's job. The basic cross is not your responsibility. You not Ed Reed.
Either that or play hero ball, one or the other. Trying to play hero ball, one or the other.
Bro, and that's what happens, Ocho. Sometimes guys, but see, first of all, you're not qualified to play that. You're not Troy Polamalu. You're not an Ed Reed. You don't have the green light to gamble
or the range. You know how much range you got to have to play. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add one more. I'm gonna add one more to it. You're not Earl Thomas.
Right. You got to, first of all, you got to be damn certain. And they know because in this down and distance, they like to play quarters coverage. You have to also be thinking, okay, we play in this. When they put information in, it spits it out. How many times you played quarters? How many times you played cover 2? How many times you robbed it? How many times you played single high? How many times you played 25? How many times you played 6? 6 kick, cover 7, fire zone. The computer spits it in over the course of 4 games. Okay, we go deeper. We go over 8 games. So now, you don't think the Cincinnati Bengals know in this formation, this down and distance, this area of the field, they like to play quarters? Let's see if we can put a lady out there that flash her boobs and see if he'll look. And sure enough, they took him down. Hey, Ocho, they took him down to Mardi Gras. He flashed him. Over the head he went.
Hey, but you know what,
bro? What are you doing?
Listen, it's kudos to both teams though. That was a very good game. The first game was really good. This game was really good. Honestly, I really thought we had. I thought we had it in the bag. We went up 21-7, and we had that drive, and we was marching down that goddamn field. I was so happy. I was hyped, and I'm sitting in the sports book. I'm here at Caesar's Palace. I'm sitting in the sports book. I wasn't talking trash to none of the Ravens fans because, I'm always respectful. I don't do nothing malicious. And, bruh, I'm like, come on, man. They go down and score. We get the ball. We go 3 and out. Then they come Lamar Jackson, them come right back and score again and tie the game. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
It is so hard to play like Joe Burrow has to play because he has to be damn near perfect and he has to get points out of damn near every drive because the likelihood of his defense stopping teams, say, if you get 10 drives, think about it. Ocho, they had a 21-7 lead. And before Cincinnati scored again, it was 28-21. They went 3 straight possessions. Boom, boom, boom.
Fast. And the funny thing about it is we had the momentum. This is crazy how it works in any sport. In any sport, there's always rhythm and there's always momentum for teams. We had the momentum the entirety of the first half. We come out the second half, the momentum shifts. Soon as the goddamn fumble happens, now the Ravens got the momentum the whole goddamn time.
Yeah. And can you put him on a short field?
If it wasn't for goddamn Jamar Chase, matter of fact, Jamar Chase tonight, this is why the argument about should you pay him or should you not, I don't care if he had 257 years left on his goddamn contract. What you saw tonight and what you've been seeing the remainder, what you've been seeing the entirety of the season is why you pay a motherfucker like that. Because you know what you're getting. You know you're gonna get your money's worth. You know you are. So all you've done now is yesterday's price.
Driven up the value.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price, and you can play around if you want to in the off season and come around here with this bullshit when everything is on goddamn film. There is nothing. Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can see what the hell this motherfucker doing. You got to
now that 35 that Jetta got, that's 37-38. He gonna be looking to get 38 to 40.
Listen,
I'm just trying to tell you where he going with it, Ocho. If you gave Jetta 140, he looking to get 160, 175.
And what argument?
He ain't just
what argument are you gonna have? Please tell me.
Ain't none.
What argument can you have?
Ain't none. And you mess around because he make around to be first team All Pro, lead the league in receiving yards.
He gonna lead the league now. He first right now. He gonna lead the league.
Well, you know, Jetta got a game to come. Jetta was what?
But if anything, it's gonna be between those two. God,
I agree.
I hope God willing, I hope both of them stay healthy, and it's gonna be a battle back and forth between them two.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I you know what? Like I said, I don't really know Joe. I met him on the trip to France.
Yeah,
cool dude.
Yeah, very cool.
But I do feel bad for him, knowing that he has to be perfect. Because if he's not perfect, they're not winning. Because his defense, you're supposed to be able to get a 14-point lead in the second half home, and they couldn't. I mean, and you can just make the tackle, Ocho. Yeah. Britt, just make the tackle. Just make the tackle. You don't. Sometimes people get up there trying to want to get a big hit and just jump up there and do all that other stuff. Sometimes it just means just get the guy on the turf. That's all you got to do.
Damn.
Everything ain't got to be a spectacular catch. Everything. Sometimes I see guys, bro, just get 2 hands up. You trying to make a one-hand catch. You trying to make Sports Center. Sometimes everybody want to get a big hit. Sometimes just get the guy on the ground. And guess what? Go back to it's first down because he had the first down. Let's just go back. Okay, first down. I just can't give him a touchdown. Oh, Joe, I can't give up a touchdown on a guy dang on out. On an out? I run a speed out trying to get a first down.
Out at that. A 4-yard route. He done went goddamn 60 yards.
No, he went 84.
Was that long? You ain't got to rub it in. You ain't got to rub it in.
Lamar on third down in the second half against the Bengals. He was 7 of 7, 133 yards, 9 yards per attempt on pass, and 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He was perfect again. On third down in the second half. Lamar Jackson has thrown 14 touchdown passes in the last 17 days. So in under 3 weeks, the man has thrown 14 touchdowns.
What more can I say, bro? There's nothing I can say. What else can I say about Lamar Jackson? I can't. Whether it's running the ball, whether it's RPOs, whether it's goddamn throwing the ball. I mean, every goddamn thing. Every guy. If it was up to me, if I was Goodell, or if I was whoever the people are in a position of power who hands out the goddamn MVPs, I'd just ship that shit to Baltimore right now. I ship it to Baltimore right now because he's not going to regress as the season progresses. He's not going to go backwards. He's not going to go back.
What I was afraid of for the rest of the NFL league, if his arm ever caught up to his legs.
And it's at that point. And the scary part about it is it's only going to get better. It's going to get better.
That's what I said, man, league, y'all don't understand. If this man arm, and I'm not saying his arm had to be just as good, but it is. Yeah. I said, but if he could get his arm to 80% of what his legs is, the league would be in trouble.
They in trouble. How you say it? Trouble. How you say it?
Trouble. And now, here it is. Yeah. But like I said, Ocho, I mean, look, to be in Joe's situation, to know that I've got to be perfect. Because if I'm not perfect, Ocho, we're not going to win. I mean, you throw for 428. You throw for 3 touchdowns, and we lose. I threw for 5 touchdowns last time, and we lost.
Yeah.
I threw for 3-4 touchdowns against Washington, and we lost. There was they had a 21-7 lead. Okay, they go possession. Okay, they had a 21-7 lead. They go fumble, so that's a possession they didn't score. They go 3 and out. They go 3 and out. And the next, so Baltimore get the ball 3 times after they have a 21-7 lead. And guess what? Touchdown. It's 28-21.
Defense has to make a stop. Out of those 3 series, defense has to
just one
stop. One.
How about this, Ocho? Make them kick a field goal.
Yeah.
Make them kick a field goal. Look here, guys, I know it's hard, but just don't let them score. Make them kick a field goal.
And that's the difference in the game. That's the difference in the game. How much I owe you again?
I stack.
Okay. I mean, how you want it? 5s, 20s, 10.
Now, right now, I bet the look on your face. Look at it, Chad. How much I owe you? You know how much you owe me. Whatever you think you owe me, that's what you owe me.
I just want to make sure.
Don't make sure. Throw something on the floor. For me. I'll pick it up. You know what I'm saying? You quick to throw it up. Throw something on the floor for me. I'll pick it up. Whatever it is you throw on the floor, I'll pick it up.
One thing about it, as long as I owe you, you'll never go broke, baby.
Lamar Jackson has 10 career games with 4+ TD passes. The only players with more before turning 28, Dan Marino, 16. Patrick Mahomes, 16. Brett Favre, 11. Ocho, check this out. Per NFL research, Jamar Chase is the only player in NFL history with multiple games of 250 receiving yards plus 2 receiving touchdowns in his career. So he's the only guy that have had at least 250 receiving yards in multiple games with multiple touchdowns.
Yeah. Hey, young bull is special, boy. Young bull is special. He's doing something special, which is why I don't understand why management. Why would you want to play around with someone like this? Because you don't.
Oh yeah, but my bad, Ocho. I said 1,000. You said make it 2. You remember you said make it 2? Make it louder yourself.
Who said that?
That Ocho.
I ain't say that.
Yeah,
I don't
did.
listen.
Because see, that what I knew, because I see if I let him talk, because every time he chat, what I do, I let him talk. Because every time I let him talk, a toe pop out. Because I know he gonna put his foot in his mouth. Every time he open his mouth, boop, there go a big toe. Boop, there go a little toe.
I don't think so, Unc.
Chad, how much he bet me, Chad? How much he bet me, Chad? No, then you said make it 2. I want to double it up. They go to the chat. What he bet, Chad?
How the chat gonna know? They weren't even here.
They were here. They were listening. You owe me 2. The Ravens run their winning streak to 42 straight games with 100+ rush yards has come to an end with a kneel down. They finished with 99 yards.
Damn.
Hey, man, let Lamar go ahead and run a quarterback sneak to keep the streak alive, Ocho.
Might as well. They probably didn't even realize. They probably didn't realize they were trying to get out of there with that goddamn win shit.
Yeah, that's because that's almost 2 seasons. Yeah. That's 2.5 seasons. 17 is 34 plus another 8.
Now, that's crazy. Hey, them boy playing lights out. I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm gonna go on a limb and say it right now. They probably gonna catch fire. You know, we haven't got past Thanksgiving yet. Once we get past Thanksgiving, that's when football season really starts. That's when football, that second half of the season, that's when football really starts. If they get that train and that ball rolling and continue to play the way they're playing right now, and they make it to that AFC championship, or even make it to the playoffs, There's only one team or maybe two teams standing in the way. That's Buffalo and Kansas City. That's Buffalo and Kansas City. So, I mean, shoot, if I'd like to see anyone get a ring, it's Lamar. It's Lamar. If it ain't the Bengals, I would love to see Lamar get one.
Ocho, they say you got upset and somebody up. I want to double it. So they say you owe me $2K.
I think I don't even. You talk about NBA 2K?
Nah, I only play NBA 2K.
Yeah, listen for Unc. You know how I know people. The chat probably lying. For one, you know how financially savvy I am. I don't gamble. I don't even gamble. So when you said I owe you 1,000, now that I could believe because I got in my game room at home, I got a few just for emergency cases, for emergency situations. I got money sitting there, so I probably said a stack because it's right there. And I can reach.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. You start talking about, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Make it light. Make it 2. Because, see, your pride got involved. Because you talk about your Bengals. I was talking bad about your Bengals. And your pride got involved. See, I know you couldn't. I bet y'all don't win on Thursday night. Bet. What you want to bet?
And I said bet 1,000. I know that because that's how
And put it up in the chat. Chat, we're gonna put the poll up. How much does Ocho owe? Does he owe him 1K or 2K?
The chat don't even know. The chat wasn't there. This was a conversation between you and me.
On Nightcap. Uncle Ocho, they were here.
Listen, Unc, the chat can't even remember what they did yesterday. They can't even remember what they ate for lunch yesterday, but how they gonna remember our conversation about a bet?
Ash, have them to cut that clip and pull it, and we can play it. That's one thing. See, that's the one thing about television. That's the one thing about the internet.
I know me. I remember everything.
We keep receipts. See, I don't know about you, but see, the old people from the South, we always kept all our receipts in a cigar box. They put them in a Crown Royal bag. My grandfather carried his receipts in his back pocket. That's why his wallet looked like this big. Ain't had no money and number bills, number receipts. So, we're going to get clip. Ash, make sure you find that clip. We're going to cut that clip before we go. Check this out, Ocho. Dak is dealing with a partial avulsion, which is off the bone, hamstring, which means part of the tendon has pulled away from the bone. He has not been put on injury reserve. If he is put on injury reserve, he would have to sit out a minimum of 4 games, which would keep him out until at least December 9th against the Bengals. That's a win for y'all, Ocho. But Dak probably will need longer to recover than the 4-week period that the injury reserve requires. Team says confidence in Cooper Rush is there for Cooper, but we know what Cooper can do. Ocho, is it time to see Trey Lance?
I mean, even if we do want to see Trey Lance, I mean, the backup quarterback is Cooper Rush, and we say we know what Cooper Rush can do. Actually, we don't because we haven't seen Cooper Rush this year. We don't know how Cooper Rush is going to look with this offensive line. We don't know how Cooper Rush is going to look without the running game. We don't know. So we have to see Cooper Rush with this Dallas Cowboys defense because the Cooper Rush we did see, the Dallas Cowboys was a completely different team then. It was a completely different.
They can run the ball a lot better.
Exactly.
They can play defense a little better.
So the Cooper Rush we're going to see now is a different type of Cooper Rush that has different players around him, and he's going to have to do more. He's going to have to do more. So, I mean, I would love to see Trey Lance. I don't want to see Trey Lance with that offensive line. I don't want to see Trey Lance as a Dallas Cowboys quarterback with no running game. I don't want to see Trey Lance as a Dallas Cowboys quarterback with only CeeDee Lamb to throw the ball to. No disrespect to the rest of the receivers, but I'm just being honest. They went and got they went and got Brother Mingo.
Jonathan Mingo.
Brother Mingo from the Panthers. No disrespect to him either. My young bull wasn't even getting or seeing the field the way he should be as a Carolina Panther. But Jerry says we're going to make a move for every receiver. I thought you'd be making a move for someone that can contribute and come in right now and make a difference and help bolster that offense. But
I'm trying to figure out the Cowboys gave up a 4th-round pick for Jonathan Mingo. Ocho, the Chiefs gave up a 5th-round pick for D Hop. The Jets gave up a 4th-round pick for Devontae Adams. The Ravens got Deontay Johnson for a 5th-round pick. The Cowboys got Mingo for a 4th-round pick. And Jerry say, can't nobody do a better job than him.
I think age might have something to do with that. You think age has anything to do with that?
You base the pick on the value. The value. Which one of those guys you think Hopkins or Adams is more who's more valuable? Mingo, Adams, or Hopkins?
I mean, obviously the one with the more extensive resume.
Okay. The Chiefs gave up a 5th-round pick to get D-Hop. The Jets gave up a 4th-round pick to get Devontae Adams. The other guy wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
And you gave a 4th-round pick, and you want to tell your fans, you want to get on radio and on camera and crow about nobody can do a better job than you. The person that delivers the mail could have done a better job than you.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand the decision making by the Cowboys, their organization.
Ain't no Cowboys, Jerry.
Yeah.
No damn
Jerry,
Cowboys.
I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. And
he don't. Ocho. The sad part is he don't know what he's doing.
Well, you're right. You're right. I'm not gonna criticize. You told me not to. You told me to slow down in that area and being critical of that individual. So I'm gonna let you have that.
He don't know what he's doing. He don't. It ain't my fault. He don't know what the hell he's doing.
Damn. Man, damn.
See, here's the problem that he has. See, here's the problem that Jerry has. Jerry wants to be the smartest in the room. You see, what happens when you run a business, you don't need to be the smartest.
That's the whole thing.
Because if you're the smartest in the room, why are the other mofos in the room?
Bingo. I was just gonna say that. If you're the smartest in the room, you were actually in the wrong damn room. You're in the wrong room to begin with.
That's a bad. This man gave a 4th-round pick for a dude they playing. Let me see. What last time? Let me see. I gotta Google him, Ocho. I gotta see.
That?
Keep on talking, Ocho. I mean, I just can't believe that Jerry did that.
I mean, he had to make a move though, huh? Who else was that to get?
No,
he had to make a move, whatever that move was going to be.
No, he didn't. He had to make a move with what? So let me ask you a
sir.
question. Do you believe he's improved his team with this acquisition? Because you make a move, you're making a move to improve your roster. Has he done that? He was
going to make a move. He didn't say the move was going to be one to improve the roster, but what he did do, he added a body. He added a body. Maybe a change of scenery is good for Mingo. Maybe a change of scenery is good for him, and he comes to the Cowboys and he's able to contribute in a way that he couldn't with the Panthers.
Okay.
I'm hoping that's the case for the Cowboys.
He was a second-round pick out of Mississippi. He had 12 receptions for 121 yards. He had 1 catch in the past 4 games. Only 2 games in his career has he had more than 4 catches.
Nah. Hey, it's that sucks, man.
He's tied for the lowest mark by a wide receiver with at least 50 targets at less than 4 yards, at less than 5 yards per target.
You know what? You know what? Also, it's not being in position to make those plays. That's like, I mean, based on the stats that you just read off to me, they're like, here, we're going to give you minimal opportunities with the basics and see what you could do with it. That's why his numbers look like that.
Ocho, do you realize?
Yes, sir.
They traded Amari Cooper for a 5th-round pick to Cleveland.
Yeah. Again, I don't know why.
Buffalo just traded a 3rd round. Didn't Buffalo just trade a 3rd or 4th-round pick to Cleveland to get a Coop?
Mm-hmm.
And the Cowboys traded him for a 5th.
Yeah.
And they just traded a 4th to get this dude. So let me ask you this. At what point in time do you think this dude was better than Coop and should have went for a high pick?
The way them owners think, boy.
No, I ain't no owners. The way he think.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing that.
Mingo only in his 2nd year, ain't he? Young Bull might be what?
Yes. He was a 2nd-round pick in 23.
Dang, he's a baby, boy. Yeah, he's a baby. He's a baby. He got.
They gave up a 3rd to Cleveland to get Amari Cooper. Jerry traded him 3 years ago for a 5th. How you trade a guy for a 5th 3 years ago, and 3 years later he go for the team that you traded him to for a 5th, trades him for a 3rd. Now where they do that at, Joe?
Hey, he was trying to get that goddamn salary off the books. That's what he was trying to do.
Okay, get the salary off the books,
boy.
But do you realize how foolish you look by doing it?
Yeah.
But you still, even though you don't have to pay for the upcoming season, you still got dead money on it on your books.
Yeah.
So if I got dead money on the books, at least I'm gonna get a high ass draft pick for him.
You never know.
Think about this, Ocho. The guy was stuck on the bench.
Yeah.
So the Panthers wanted to get rid of him. The Panthers got no leverage. Ocho, he's not playing.
Yeah.
He's getting one. He's had, hold on. How many catches have he had the last two? Hold on. What time is it? It's 12:29. At 11:45, I'm reading a post. I'm hurting, and now I owe 2K. Y'all tune in to Nightcap. We started now. Now, this is from checkmark, blue checkmark, Chad Johnson at Ochocinco. Is that you?
Hold on. You know what? That's a typo. I meant to hit the one. You know how your finger slip? You know, hold on, listen to me now. The 1 and the 2 is real close to each other. The 1 and the 2, I do this all the time when because my fingers are fat. And you know, the keypad on the iPhone is small. So I just
make sure you slip another 1,000 with that other 1,000.
Yeah, that definitely was a misprint, mistype.
I said, man, that man said I'm hurting, and now I owe 2K. I appreciate that, Ocho. Chad, what should I buy?
What should you what?
Ocho, I'm trying to buy. I'm thinking about what I should buy with 2K. That's a lot of bread.
You shouldn't buy nothing. You should if I'm paying you 2K of my hard-earned money. Matter of fact, you know what I want you to say? I want you to say, you know what? Boy, as my co-host, you know, I love you, you know, like a little brother. I'm gonna let you keep your money. That's what you should say. You should be be a good sport. That's what you should be, you know.
I'm a terrible sport. But I tell you what I'm gonna do, Ocho. I do feel bad for you.
You should after that performance tonight by our defense. Shit, all I've been through, and matter of fact, think about my situation I've been going through.
Yeah.
Think about it. So that you want me to take, hold on, you want me to take 3 L's. She gone. I'm losing 2,000, and my Bengals lost. That's 3 strikes, and this ain't even baseball.
Well, if you add another 1,000, I might be willing to, to help out, be able to be a mediator in this situation for extra band. Man, first of all, you knew your defense was terrible. You've been talking about your defense about the defense bad, man. They need to get some stuff. You knew your defense was terrible.
The defense is terrible, but the offense is that much better where I felt we can overcome having a bad defense. That's what I thought.
You can't, Ocho, you can, but you have to score on every possession. And you know for the entirety of a game, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
You get 10, 11 possessions, you score 5, you had a hell of a game. But what happens when your defense give up 6 scores on possessions? You lose.
Ugly.
See, I'm not so sure that had they tied it up, that defense would have held in regulation. With 2 timeouts, Lamar was going to go down the field and get them in field goal range. Now, I'm not as confident as Tuck as I once was because it seems like he's developed a little bit of the yips. He's missing stuff that he never missed. He never missed PATs. I think he missed 2 PATs, maybe 4 PATs this year, 3 or 4. He's missed some.
He's been off a little bit this year. He's been off a little bit.
Yeah, something that we never ever saw from Tuck. But
damn,
good luck. I don't know what to say. Ooh, Trevor Lawrence will not play Sunday. Options are being explored. Surgery is not off the table. Ocho, time for the Jags to move on from Peterson and Lawrence next
obviously,
season.
Trevor Lawrence isn't going nowhere. Trevor Lawrence just got paid. He definitely not going nowhere.
A lot.
So if anything, players get coaches fired based on Trevor Lawrence's performances this year. He probably could get Doug Peterson, might be out the door. One of the few bright lights that are shining over there in Jacksonville is that goddamn Bryce Thomas Jr. And every time I get an opportunity to give young Bull praise, because that's one of the great things going on for them offensively outside of ATN when he's healthy. That's it. And Trevor Lawrence, he has the look. He has the look. He has the pedigree, the arm strength, the size, and and the moxie, all the things the scouts looking for a franchise quarterback. And I thought he was that. I thought he was that. He just hasn't been able to get over the hump and have the consistency that the other quarterbacks have. The CJ Strouds, hell, the Jaden Daniels, who's only been there in a year and he's doing it already. Who else? The Joe Burrows, the Josh Allens. Until he finds a way to find that consistent rhythm week in and week out, you're gonna have bad games. You're gonna have bad, but he
Yes.
strings them together back to back to back and shows flashes of brilliance and who he can be. You got to get out of those flashes of brilliance and show a little bit more consistency. And that's the only way the Jaguars are going to be in contention or even.
Yeah, I don't know how Peterson saves his job, Ocho. Not after this year. They missed the playoffs last year. Remember, at one point in time, they were the number one seed in the AFC. And they pretend to lose, they proceed to lose the last 4 or 5 games and knock themselves out of playoffs. Not only not win the division, but they don't even make the playoffs. And then the year before, they had a 24-0, 27-0 lead, and they end up losing that game in the playoffs against the Chargers. So I think it's just a matter of time. I think it's borrowed time in which he's on. I agree with you. Doug Peterson is not coming back in 25. Trevor Lawrence is, because they paid him a boatload of money, and you move him now, that's going to probably be $100+ million in dead cap. And plus, he's only 25 years of age. So you're not moving on from him, but I don't see it. I like Doug Peterson, but I just don't know how he saves his job unless they go on a 7-game win streak and end up winning the division or making the playoffs. But other than that, Ocho, I don't see how he saves his job.
You can't.
CMC will make it.
No, you good.
I was gonna say Christian McCaffrey will make his debut this weekend against the Bucks. Are the 49ers about to get back on track? Ocho, they got the Bucks at Tampa. They got Seattle at home, at Green Bay, at Buffalo, Chicago at home, Rams at home, at Miami, Detroit at home on a Monday night, and flex game 2BD against Arizona week 18. Do you think they go on a run?
Absolutely. I think they would have went on a run even if CMC didn't come back. I think they would have went on a run. But just adding him back to that offense and the dynamic that he brings in the passing game and running game is tremendous. It makes it that much more difficult for you to defend them, defensively. I know Brandon Ayyuk is out. I think Juwan Jennings is coming back. I could be wrong if I'm not mistaken. Debo's back. Kittles is still there. You add CMC, that makes him that much more dangerous. Mike Shanahan with CMC back, the playbook opens up even more exponentially. That's a big word for me. I can't spell it, but it's a big word for me.
Saquon was drug tested after his reverse hurdle.
I remember them days.
Ocho explained why the NFL does this to people at home when something spectacular. Guy has, 3 touchdown catches or 200 yards or 180 yards rushing. A guy has 3-4 sacks. All of a sudden, randomly, he comes up on a drug test.
Anytime you have a game like that, Ja'Marr Chase, please expect a drug test in your locker tomorrow or Monday morning, whatever day it is. Normally, when you have a performance like that, a performance that doesn't happen as frequent or as often, they drug test you. I'm not sure what they're thinking they're going to catch. I think they just have an insight. Well, this doesn't happen as often as it should. So the fact that it happened today and in this game, and you had numbers that are kind of extraordinary, we're going to test you and see if you took something that resulted in helping you perform the way you did today. It's weird. I never forget. I got drug tested a few times. One that I can remember clear as day was a performance after we played the San Diego Chargers. I never forget. We played the San Diego Chargers. I think I had a 260-yard day, 260-yard day, two touchdown game.
Chase broke your record tonight.
I think he had. What he had? 264 tonight. He broke my record last year, his rookie year. Remember, he had 266.
Oh yeah,
he had 266. Right. He broke it last year. He had 264 tonight. And I mean, to be able to have multiple games like that is unreal. Unreal. And then you have to think today's game is a lot different than it was when we were playing, huh? It was we were run first. Now they throw the goddamn ball all over the place. You can't play defense, you can't touch nobody. So the game is kind of different now, where it's almost damn near like 7-on-7. with helmets and pads on. But dude, that motherfucker Chase, man, shit. But that motherfucker special. That boy's special.
Ocho, one of the NFL players, is an heir to a $500 million potato empire. Saints center Conor McGregor is in his 8th NFL season, and his family company is the biggest potato producer in America. Their main potato supplier of McDonald's, Raising Cane's, Wendy's, and Frito-Lay chips. And when McGovern was drafted by the Broncos in 2016, some of his teammates were curious why he was playing football when he could make far more money back home farming. His response: I wanted to make a name for myself and show that my hard work earned myself something, and I wasn't riding the coattails of everybody. But whenever his NFL career ends, the 31-year-old center said he would go back to RD, his family's company, back to research and development. Though he said he'll work his way up from the bottom, just like everybody else, and earn his way up just like he did in his football career. So the next time you're snacking on McDonald's fries, remember those potatoes are likely coming from Conor McGovern's family farm.
That's dope. That's dope. I like that. Most of the time when you have success or a kid is born into wealth, they don't have that same drive and that work ethic it takes to want to work and actually put the work in to earn and see what it's like to have the responsibilities and what it takes to earn that kind of money to be able to support yourself. So I'm not sure if his parents raised him that way, but the fact that he is the way he is commendable. And then not only for the business to already be successful, but to have an NFL career and say, I'm going to make good money in the NFL. And then when I do retire, I'm going to start from the bottom of the business and work my way back up to the top. Ain't too many people built like that, huh?
Yeah, but he should, because I'm sure he doesn't know the business because he was like playing football, college football, NFL football, like the people that's already there. Although a lot of times, yeah, you're right, Ocho, a lot of times family members, hey, my family company, I want to start at a VP level as opposed to an entry level, learn the ropes and work your way up. That's why I've always been impressed by Peyton Manning. His dad made lots of money. Eli made lots of money. And they're going to be #1 draft picks overall and make careers for themselves. You have to commend that. When your dad is somebody, your mom, your family is somebody, and you say, yeah, that's fine and good, but I want my own name. And that's what people used to tell me all the time. Man, your brother got money. That's his money. My brother don't want to be taking care of no grown-ass man.
Yeah.
He got a wife and kid. So I want to earn my own. I want to do my own thing. I appreciate everything that my brother gave me. He gave me just enough to make me desire to get more, but on my own. I saw the things that he had, and he knew I wanted to be like him. Hey, bro, check this out. Look what I got. Damn.
Inspiring, ain't it?
Man. And I went and got everything with the exception, he had I don't know if you remember this, Ocho, but in the 80s, they came out with a BMW called the M3. It had a spoiler on the back and everything. With the exception of that, and he had a Typhoon.
Yeah.
Every other car that my brother had, I got it.
You got one?
He got a Ferrari, I got a Ferrari. He got a big Benz, I got a big Benz. Whatever car he had, I got. Because that's what I saw. That's what motivated me. And for Conor McGovern family to be who they are. And he said, nah, yeah, that's good, fine. But I want my own name.
That's loud.
And no matter what happens, I've had a NFL career that spanned 8 years. Maybe it goes to 9, 10, who knows? But when my career is over, yeah, I'm still young. Ocho, think about it. He'll only be 30. Let's just say for the sake of argument, his career goes another 2 years. He'll be 33 years of age. Yeah. He's made good money. He can retire if he want to, but say, nah, we're going to go into the family business and we're going to expand. So I love that. I love when kids come from wealthy families or well-off families and don't feel entitled. I love that. No matter what you know what you want to say, because a lot of times they have access. Bronny had access. LeBron made sure he had the best trainer, he had the best nutritionist, he had the best coaches, he had the best of everything. But the kid says, I want to make it on my own. Now, he's never going to be able to outrun his dad's shadow. His dad is LeBron. It's just like Jordan kids. They're never going to be able to outrun the dad's shadow. But just because that's my dad, I shouldn't want for myself. So you mean to tell me I can't want to accomplish something? Just my last name is supposed to get it. So I commend the kids. I commend them. I love the opportunity. Look, you're supposed to give them an opportunity. All this, that's nepotism. And nip your ass out my face. But like I said, I love when kids want to be something on their own. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? My name, I can't do anything. I can't help who my parents are, what I was born into. But I have a desire to be known by more than that. I did that on my own. Yeah, that's my brother. But Sterling ain't catching no passes at Savannah State. He ain't catching no passes for the Broncos or the Ravens. So no matter what y'all, and y'all know this, you know this. NFL want to know who can help. Can you help me win games?
That's all it come down to.
Because Sterling ain't playing over here. He played over in Green Bay. He helping Green Bay win games. So kudos to you, Connor McGovern. All right, Ocho, it's time for Rough Draft presented by Oscar Mayer.
Ready. I'm ready.
Look at that bacon.
Huh?
Look at the bacon. You'll see the bacon sprayed in bacon. This segment is brought to you by Oscar Mayer Bacon. Oscar Mayer Bacon smokes their bacon for 12 really long hours, twice as long as the industry standard, which is where you get that delicious smoky flavor from. Today's promo is prompt, Best Superheroes. Each player get to pick 6. Ooh, and I get to go first. I don't even want to read no more. I'm going first. Superman. Give me Superman. Give me Superman.
You want Superman first?
Yep.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, I'm going.
Superhero.
Okay, I'm going Deadpool first then.
Okay, I'm going Batman.
I'm going Iron Man.
I'm going Spider-Man.
Wolverine.
Hulk.
Shit.
It's over. It's over.
No, it ain't.
It's over.
Give me Black Lightning.
He reaching, y'all.
Give me Black Lightning.
He reaching.
Now I'm just throwing a little color in there. I'm throwing a little seasoning. That's all.
Ain't no way you beat me.
You done lost. My first 3 are better than what you just named anyway.
Nah, bro.
Ask the chat.
We gonna see.
Because I didn't gave you 3 right, and then I'm not with segregation, so my next 3 is gonna be nothing but flavor. Come on.
Well,
You sure taking a long time over there, boss.
I go Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. I'm going Blade.
Oh, no. Well, hold on. Let me see. Go ahead. I'll let you go. Go ahead. I'll take Wonder Woman.
I'm going Blade.
Black Panther.
Motherfucker.
It's over. It's over now.
Power Man.
You go with him.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Listen, I gave you. No, you ain't win this. I gave you 3.
Aquaman. I'm going Aquaman.
Okay. That was your last one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you.
Hold on.
That was 6.
Oh, no honorable mention. Okay, no honorable mention. Okay.
6.
Chat, ain't no way y'all can do that with this one. Ain't nothing y'all can do that with this one. Ain't nobody can help it now. Superman, Batman, Hulk, Wonder Woman, Black Panther.
What are you talking about? I had Deadpool, Wolverine, Iron Man. Oh, that 3 right there. Those 3 right there eliminates everybody you pick. What are you talking about? And then I added the flavor. I added the black superheroes, Blade, Power Man. Come on, man. What you talking about?
Ain't nobody better than Black Panther.
All right.
Ain't nobody better than Black Panther.
You lost.
Bro, I'm on that vibranium. these picks I got had me thinking I was on that vibranium.
You lost.
Man, y'all, it's over, Ocho. It's over for you. It ain't even close.
Lost.
I'm mopping the floor with you,
lucky
Ocho.
I ain't go blank man.
You could have went black man. You lucky I ain't go Captain America. And you know what I'm saying? I let you off the hook. I threw a lady that cut it with me. You know I got to get it with me, the superhero.
You lost.
No, ain't no way. And Ocho, you owe me 79%. Say you owe me 79%. Say you owe me $2K.
That's 70. Hold on now. I thought we just had. I just thought we had a kumbaya moment, a coming together moment about me having to take 3 L's in less than a 2-week span. What happened?
Hell, Lamar threw 14 touchdowns in 17 days. So you can take 3. You can take 3 L's in 2 weeks.
It's all good.
Hey, y'all want to see my hoodie? Look at this. Look at that. I want to know, do the Bengals send stuff like this to their players? To their
we got some. I got some. Yeah, they do. They do.
Look at
that. They do.
No, they don't. They don't, Chad. Cheap ass Mike Brown ain't sending nothing out.
You play for the Ravens for 3 business days, and you acting like you are a Denver Bronco, man. You're a Denver Bronco.
I'm hating.
I'm not hating. I'm just telling you wasn't there long enough.
So Tom Brady ain't no Buccaneer. So Peyton Manning ain't no Bronco either, huh?
No, they wasn't there long enough. That was a stop. You naming places that they played when they were no longer wanted by their main girl.
Yeah, that's all right. I love them both. I love who love me. That's what you told me. I love who love me. My old girl wasn't loving me like she's supposed to. Yeah. Found a new girl. She took me in, fed me, clothed me, showed me what love was all about.
Right.
Look at that.
Yeah, right. Hey, so I need to choose who choose me, huh?
Yep.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do then. Yeah. Fuck this shit. Yeah, I'm choosing who choose me. Shit. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. That's all I need to hear. That's all the inspiration and motivation I needed.
Y'all, hey, chat, y'all like my hoodie? Look at that hoodie. Do they sell these in Baltimore?
Yeah, they sell them at Walmart and Target.
No, they don't. They hooked this up. Baltimore, the Ravens hooked me up. Hey, I don't know who in charge of this. Who in charge of the alumni. And they got my number on it, too. Look at that. Y'all see that number?
You sold
80.
You sold that on there or came like that?
No. That come in a package. Every year, the Ravens send out Ocho, that thing was ugly. 71% say I won a rough draft.
Huh?
I'm about to blow with you.
You know what's funny? You know what? In my defense, I don't even watch Marvel.
They ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm just saying. Most of the
once you let me get Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man, ain't no. It wasn't that you could.
This is what you fail to realize. I'm picking names that are familiar with me based on what I've heard or seen, and I don't watch it, so I know about it. Yeah.
Ocho, how you not know about Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman? Those are the greatest superheroes ever.
I ain't want to pick them. I want to pick things that are a little bit more relatable to the new age, the new era of folk.
And I ain't went to the halls of justice.
So who?
I ain't went to them on Saturday morning. The Justice League.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
I let you walk.
I ain't had no TV back then.
This rough draft was brought to you by Oscar Mayer. Don't forget to pick up that Oscar Mayer thick cut real hardwood smoked bacon. Again, this segment, Rough Draft, was brought to you by Oscar Mayer. Don't forget to pick up that Oscar Mayer thick cut real hardwood smoked bacon. Hey, I just smoked Ocho in this Rough Draft. That thing, I want to go through this one more time. I got Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Hulk, Wonder Woman, Black Panther. This man went with Deadpool, Iron Man, Wolverine, Black Lightning, Blade, and Power Man.
Yeah. I was just trying to,
Can y'all tell Ocho played by himself?
I was just trying to show, I didn't want to show division, no segregation. I had three, white superheroes and three black superheroes.
Well, I don't know what color my superhero because they all had masks.
I tell you what color they are.
My superhero had mask on, so I don't know. Batman wore a mask, Spider-Man wore a mask, the Hulk was green, Black Panther had a mask on. I'm assuming since they said Black Panther, he had to be black. Wonder Woman
was black too.
Okay. Who's that? Storm. I could have went Storm.
She black.
I could have went. I don't know if you remember the. Does anybody remember the thing ISIS? I know it's a terror group now, but it used to be a cartoon. There was a lady named seriously. It was a lady named ISIS, Almighty ISIS.
No, I ain't gonna hear
and
that.
She started twirling around. Chat. I bet the chat. Chat. I bet y'all remember ISIS, don't you? Do y'all remember ISIS?
The chat too young. The chat too young for that.
Nah, hell nah. Look here. There's some old people that be watching, that be listening to us. Chat. Y'all remember ISIS? Watch this. Pull her ass up. Yep. Almighty ISIS.
Hey, the chat said Wonder Woman is white, Ocho. Shit, that ain't what my grandma said. I mean, What is Jesus? Because somebody lying.
Whatever church he in. You see that, Ocho?
What's that?
ISIS.
I can't even see that. I see it, but I.
What?
Somebody laughing talking about I'm 51. I don't know who the hell ISIS is.
Y'all ain't watching no cartoons. I don't know what y'all listen. Y'all know the Cartoon Network just started about 20 years ago. Okay, back in the day, you only got cartoons on Saturday. If you missed it on Saturday, your ass was out of luck till the following Saturday.
Yep.
It wasn't nothing coming on during the week. Now y'all got cartoon all the effing time. So it ain't no fun, Ocho.
Yeah.
It ain't no fun if you can get it all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got cartoons used to come on Saturdays, and you had to you got up early in the morning and you watch cartoons from 7 to noon.
Mm.
Then they were gone.
Yeah.
If I get an opportunity to watch Blues Clues and Paul, whatever they got, Bob the Builder, whatever the case may be, it is what it is. So I'm like, nah, man. Ocho, allegedly, Young Thugs, $1.7 million custom Bubba Watson Richard Mille is missing after police officers seized the jewelry. Fans believe the cop was wearing it on the stand.
I don't think the cop that
Hold on.
I don't think the cop that crazy to do that. I saw the clip too. I saw it on Twitter and Instagrams. I don't think I mean, obviously it's evidence. You can prove, obviously, if you're a cop or you work at the
First of all, if you're a cop, ain't no way in hell you can afford a $1.7 million watch. First of all, you can barely afford a damn Rolex, let alone a $1.7 million. Yeah. I don't give a damn if you're the chief of police.
I doubt that was it. I doubt that was it. Oh, but they gonna have to come up off something. Because if they checked it in and put in what's the word? If they put it into not evidence, what would that be called?
Yeah, that's what it would
be evident.
If you see, but here's the thing: did they seize it? And says okay, a lot of times they seize property, you ain't getting that ish back.
Right.
They seize your car, especially if it was gotten by ill-gotten means. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, you're a drug dealer. You got all these homes. They say, well, you purchased this stuff with drug money. We taking all
unless
this.
you can prove it, and that's the hard part.
Yes,
they're never able to prove it. They taking everything.
Oh, they can. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. So hopefully he gets his watch back. Like I said, I don't know if it was a seizure where they say, well, okay, we're gonna take this. A lot of times they seize. Now if it's IRS for the seizure, you ain't getting it back because they're gonna use that to pay off your debt, Ocho. Mm-hmm. That's one thing about the IRS. Now, when they seize something, you ain't getting it back.
It's a wrap.
They're gonna use it. Oh yeah, they're gonna use it to pay off your debt. Ocho, 40 monkeys escaped from a South Carolina research facility. At least 40 monkeys have escaped from the research center, Alpha Genesis in Yemassee, South Carolina. Police have set traps and using thermal imaging to capture the animals. They're warning the public to keep their windows and doors closed. Caesar led the escape.
Hey, matter of fact, when you talk about the research monkeys and it's 40 of them that escape, what type of research you think they're doing?
What you mean? What they doing? They test medicines on
research. Okay. I'm not
medical research.
Okay. I'm just curious. And how do they escape? I mean, how do you allow something like that to happen, especially a facility like that where research is being done?
So somebody probably gonna lose their job.
Got 40 of them. Yeah. Come on, man. That don't even sound right. That don't even sound right. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Most things happen because of human error.
Exactly. That's one. Or sometimes because it's done on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, look, had it happened like maybe in the middle of the night, sometimes you have these PETA and you have certain groups that'll come in and don't think the animals should be. I don't believe animals should be held captive. But I'm not breaking in some facility and risk going to prison or jail to free them. But I don't believe they should be held captive.
Yeah.
With that being said, like I said, I'm sure they're gonna find out, get to the bottom of this. I'm sure they have cameras. Did somebody just let them out? Was it just human error? Somebody just wasn't paying attention. It's really hard to tell, Ocho. It's really hard to tell.
You know how many 40 monkeys? You're not letting out 40 monkeys on accident. It was either human error or it was done on purpose. And I doubt it's human error.
Yes.
The protocol and there's steps that you go through every single day, and you repeat the same thing every single day.
The same way, the same way you repeat the same, and people escape prison. The same protocol.
Yeah.
Because guess what you do? You develop a pattern.
Right.
Now, orangutans, which is the highest of the IQ primates, them jokers are still the key.
Yeah.
BIA out and about and come back, you don't know nothing. They got the key hiding in their lip. Mm-hmm. They looking around, Ocho. Oh, y'all gone? They get out, do what they want. Do what they need to do, have a good time, let themselves back in the cage. But like you said, we're gonna find out one way or another what happened.
I bet.
But somebody probably gonna lose their job.
I bet I'm right too. Watch.
Ocho, Swizz Beats teases the return of Verzuz. Man, during the pandemic, I love.
Verzuz was really good, especially during the pandemic. It was perfect timing. That was perfect timing. That's why the viewership was so goddamn high, because there was nothing else for us to do. There was nothing for us to do outside of watching TV and Netflix and Hulu and all those other things. But Verzuz was awesome. Verzuz was really awesome. The fact that it's coming back, but you got to give the people what they want.
Oh yeah,
you got to give people what they want.
Look, I love the Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You want
Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg. Oh man, I loved it. Look, if I could have any verses, I want two.
Who?
I want Mariah and Whitney, and I want Prince and Michael Jackson.
And we talk about real live verses. I mean, those are hypotheticals that actually.
That's why that's the verses.
Okay, I see what you mean. I mean, if I would think about the day and the verses that I would like to see, I would like to see a verses between maybe like
Jay-Z and Wayne.
No, I mean, yeah. I would like to see a Chris Brown and Usher. Chris Brown versus Usher. Their discography.
20 songs? Just 20.
Yeah, 20 is enough because they got too many songs. 20 of their best songs.
Ooh-wee.
Chris Brown versus Usher.
That'd be a good one.
I think
that'd be a good
that'd
one. That'd be a damn good one.
Really, really good.
That would be a very, very good one.
Who else?
Well, I mean, what you want? You want rap? You want R&B?
I'm trying to think of rap. Some that where it makes sense. Something that makes sense.
Nicki Minaj and Meg.
Nah, Nicki Minaj has her discography is too big. It's
Lil' Kim and Nicki.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott and Nicki.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know what y'all must have forgot about Missy. She ain't misdemeanor for nothing now. Don't play with her. And her videos. Whoo,
oh yeah. Hey, listen,
ain't no woman had no videos like her.
Yeah, nobody had visuals. Nobody had artistry or creativity.
That little pint size, small Ocho, 5'1", 5'2", pint size. But boy,
Missy and Busta Rhymes, their creativity and their visuals was untouchable back then. Untouchable.
Who y'all want to see? Who y'all want to see? Who would y'all want to see in a Verzuz chat? Somebody say Jodeci and whoever.
Yeah, that
Guy and Jodeci.
Yeah,
how about we do Guy and Jodeci?
That'd be a good one.
Babyface and Keith Sweat.
Woo.
I don't know.
Hey,
Babyface got some knockers because Babyface got a lot of stuff that he didn't say
that he wrote. Yep, I was just getting ready to say that.
Who could we put Stevie Wonder up against? Nobody.
Stevie Wonder?
Yeah.
Hey, he's a legend, boy. He got some classics. Stevie got some classics.
Somebody said about Lil Wayne and
Eminem. That's a good one.
Who you gonna put up against New Edition?
New Edition? 112.
Look, I look here. Here's the thing, guys. Look, I look. We just talking musically. We know the person. We know what R. Kelly is alleged to have done. Right. We're not here to try to right or wrong or say he didn't or whatever the case. Nobody here in this chat is qualified to retry this case. Quincy Jones just passed. Ain't nobody effing with Quincy. So not R. Kelly, because Quincy wrote for too many big artists, from Michael Jackson to Frank Sinatra to Brothers Johnson to Donna Summers to George Benson. No. I mean, produced. I don't think he wrote a whole lot. Summer Steve, no. Ray Charles. Now, because I remember having this conversation with Snoop, and Snoop said the only one that he thinks, as far as produced, would probably be Dr. Dre. But when you look at Quincy, you talking about 60 years, Ocho?
Yeah, that's a long time, boy. That's a long time in the big.
From Michael to Frank Sinatra, George Benson, Brothers Johnson.
Listen,
Ray Charles.
Quincy Jones is damn near octopus when it comes to the music industry. He's touched every genre of music and has had something to do with really everybody.
And he's like a standalone. He's a standalone. He's like, we just gonna leave him alone. We're gonna go on to something else. But I mean, I'm anxious to see, because I look, when Verzuz came on, Ocho, when it first started, it was must see. I don't care who it was. I'm listening. Who did Usher went against? Who did Usher go against? Not Usher. Did Nelly go against somebody? But it was raining in Nelly's place. Who did he go against? Luda? Because Luda went against. Who did Luda go against?
I don't remember.
Luda went against Nelly, right? Yeah, Luda went against Nelly.
Mm-hmm. That Chris Brown Usher would be a good one, though. I'm not sure who they think about getting, but when they do start it back up, the first thing they do, it has to be two people that command the ear. You get two people that command the ear in the eyes of the viewing audience, you set. You got to start off with a bang.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. To get people back in, you got to bring some heavyweights. You got to bring the heavyweights. You got to get them back in, because guess what, Ocho? Everybody outside now.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you first had it, everybody was inside. What they gonna do?
Yeah. They had no choice.
Now to get them back, to come like, okay, it's got to be must see. It's got to be appointment TV.
Right.
Hell, you might have to get Usher and Chris Brown.
That'd be live.
But I think like I said, like Beyonce ain't doing this.
Absolutely.
So can we please stop talking about stop saying Beyonce, stop saying Taylor Swift. Some people like a whole, I just threw that out there. Yeah, them guys ain't gonna do this. Mm-mm. What?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Maybe hell, I don't know. I don't know, would Stephanie Mills do it? Why is it always the small women that got the biggest voices? You notice that, Ocho?
Christina Aguilera,
Tina Marie,
Stephanie Mills,
Christina Aguilera, small. Ariana Grande, small.
Yeah.
Melba Moore, small. Why all these small women got the biggest damn voices?
Yeah.
It's they'd be 5 foot tall, 5'1", 5'2", and sing like they're 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
Stephanie Mills is tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Tina Marie was tiny. Ariana Grande is tiny. Christina Aguilera is tiny. They'd be tiny as F. And vocal cords.
Crazy. Give you that work.
Crazy.
Give you that work.
So that's Timberland and Swizz Beats. Look forward to watching the guys. Looking forward to listening to it. Streamer, Ishowspeed almost beat Noah Lyles in the 50-meter dash for charity. Cheetah responds, and track athletes think he gonna beat me.
Yeah.
You
saw the video?
Cheetah. If you think Noah Lyles
even running, man,
will show up not prepared to beat you, you're fooling yourself. He would take you very, very serious. Extremely serious.
Yeah. I mean, him and Ishowspeed, that was great content. Great content.
Yeah, I mean, the kid can run now, Ocho. I'm not gonna lie. The kid got quick. He got to get out. He can get out.
Yeah, but come on now. We talk about tracks. We talk about elite track speed.
Yes, but like I said, Noah bull jobbing around.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Reek ain't thinking that's the Noah that's gonna show up to face him.
No, he wasn't even running. He wasn't even first gear. That was warm up. That speed was warm up.
Yeah. But it look, like I said, I think that was Mr. Beast that put 100,000 up, and they ended up making it happen. So look, I would watch it. I would watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know there's levels to this. You got to realize tracks do one straight line speed. All they got to do is run fast. I got to run fast. I got to get from 60 meters to 100 meters or 200 meters and get it. It ain't football. Unless you run a 9 route, that's the only time you run in full speed. You got to, you run an I route, Ocho, you got to the foot hit 10, you roll out. You got to run a dead cut. You got to run a over route. You got to run a slant. All Noah allows us to do is try to build up speed in a hurry.
Right.
In 60 meters or 100 meters or 200. That's it.
Yep.
And look, I know Cheetah I know Reek ain't gonna underestimate him. I get it. And y'all track athletes think this man gonna beat me. Okay. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I ain't gonna beat nobody in their professional field. Nope. Ain't happening. That's why they chose a profession. I'm not. No. But I will watch it.
Yeah, I'm watching too.
Regina Hall says she would love to return for Scary Movie 6. We'll see if Brenda is in this new world. I'm thrilled at the possibilities, and the band could get back together again. That would be fun.
Yeah. Scary Movie was funny. Yeah, I see you looking. I see you looking now. I see you looking. She available too. Let me know. I'll throw the alley hoop.
Now, Ocho, time for our last segment, which is Q and A.
Damn. I gotta go. I gotta catch a red eye, man. Damn.
Quincy Taylor said, I get so confused when people think you don't like the black community. Did they not see what you did for the 4 Olympians? Who were the majority black? You to go. Bro, I can't. You see, that's the power of the internet. You see somebody says something, and then guess what happens, Ocho? Everybody start regurgitating that. It gets repeated as fact.
Yep.
And they take it and run with it. So it used to bother me because I'm like, where did they get this from? Now I just don't give a F. Because people are going to believe what they want to believe. Why should I spend any time trying to worry about or disprove what I like or dislike?
Right.
Okay, y'all run with that. Keep it going. Now, I want to know how many bills that pay for you. I want to know where that gets you in life. Because in order for you to keep running with it and keep regurgitating, something has to be good coming from it for you. Maybe you're a content creator and it gives you stuff to talk about. But Casey, I don't spend any time worried about what people think, who I like or dislike. They need to worry about themselves. Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy said, I received my shoes from the auction today. Glad I could help you in such a worthy cause. Doc, which one you get? You must be bought them for your husband because I know you can't wear no 13. Eddie Al Smith said, don't care about missed call. Bengals blew a 14-point lead. I don't mind them going for 2, but should have gotten Chase that one, a one-on-one opportunity. Yeah, he was one-on-one at the top of the screen.
Against Stevenson.
Look, I'm going down with that ship.
If you
I ain't trying to be no hero and outsmart somebody and go somewhere else. If they knock it down or he drop it or whatever else, I can live with that.
But I got to go to my best player.
Chase seeing that ball. Mm-hmm. And they ain't got 2 on him. Oh, he getting it. He gonna get the ball. It's just really that simple. Kobe Bryant, Ocho, you preparing for Cancun or the Bahamas for your 10-1 Bengals?
You try to be funny. I don't take trips, but just for the sake of the argument and what you talking about, I'm going to the Bahamas. I want to go to the Bahamas, kick my feet up and listen to the Junkanoo, drink me some coconut water, go to Fish Fry, enjoy Fish Fry, listen to the Junkanoo Valley Boys. I'm sad, but we're gonna make the playoffs. That's what you don't know. We're gonna make the playoffs.
Mr. McGahee said, Ocho, you look like you about to cry in the car. Just run up the bread and book those Cancun tickets and watch the playoffs with the Bengals on the beach.
I like that. I'm gonna do that. Unc on my side though. Unc on my side.
Alex Barker said, what up, after the nice performance, Lamar has locked up the MVP. It's not even close. Love the show. Continued success.
And people got to think it's still a long way to go now.
It is a long
week 9. We got a long season to go.
I remember Patrick Mahomes had the MVP locked up and then played terrible the last 2 weeks and ended up losing to Aaron Rodgers. He played bad against the Falcons. He played bad against the Broncos. They won both games. But Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns one game, 3 in the other, and the next thing you know, Aaron Rodgers backdoors and wins the Super Bowl. But right now, he's definitely in the pole position.
Absolutely.
Tiki Technology. Chase wasted a precious second trolling. Haha. Block them. Ravens. Wear your chain now, Chase. Snatch chain and be more. You saw that big old chain he had?
Ooh.
Chase.
Nah.
On the sideline. You ain't see it?
Nah, I missed it.
I think that's one Jacob did for him. Not Jacob. What's the guy name in LA?
Jason Beverly Hill.
Jason the Beverly Hill. Jason the Beverly Hill.
Who had the chain on?
Chase on the sideline when he scored that touchdown and they put that big chain on him.
Nah, I ain't see that.
Yeah. Take a look at it. It's huge. Huge. The Raven 9 says, sup, Unc Ocho, big trust, MV3 incoming. Week after week, the Ravens defense gets absolutely flawed. I know Zach Orr's in his first year as DC, but when do we get to look at him as the problem? I don't think it's him the problem. If I call a defense and guys are supposed to be where they're supposed to be and they're not, how is that my fault?
Yeah.
The guy calls quarters coverage. The safety has middle coverage, which is deep. He bites a what we call a basic cross. For what? That's not even your play. It's quarters. Jeffy said, love Chad to death, but Bengals play callers clown.
I like Taylor going for it on 2. I mean, going for 2. I like it. I like him having that.
You still like the play selection.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You like the play, but not the play call. You like going for it.
Yeah, I like going for it. But in that situation, you bring that motion across, and it's one-on-one, man-to-man on Chase. I'm going to Chase. 10 times out of 10. Every time. I'm not trying to wait for a quarterback running the what you call that, where you go in and come out? A Zorro?
Yeah. You talking about the tight end? You got the Zorro route, they got the whip route.
Yeah, man, whip route, whatever, to the tight end. Come on, man. Come on now.
Bro. Yeah, if that's Kelsey. Yeah, if that's Gronk.
Right.
Yeah, that's me.
Right.
Not that guy. No, hell no. I'm going, especially I'm gonna feed the hot man. It's just like I got 50 points and you gonna let somebody else take the last shot for us to win the game. Hell no.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, the dude wide open for a layup, because you remember Mike's 55-point performance in the Madison Square Garden. He ended up passing the ball and Will Perdue dunked it home.
Mm-hmm.
But situation like that. But no, Chase, I'm throwing that damn ball to Chase.
Okay.
And either he gonna ride up on my shoulders and I'm saying, hey, bro, a great effort.
Right.
But ain't nobody else getting that ball. Tacit attack. Oh no, tactic attack. Fire Zach Taylor. I'm done with this clown.
Damn.
I don't think Zach Taylor's the issue. I think, your defense is pretty bad right now.
Yeah.
Captain said Joe needs to be perfect and Lamar needs to be damn near perfect. Both defenses leaves a lot to be desired, Ocho.
Yeah. That is true.
A lot. Isaiah Lancaster. Why is Joe Burrow media protected? I respect you being consistent when it comes to criticism. If another elite quarterback was 4-6, they would get him killed. The media gives Burrow a pass because of his stats.
In the past,
they do.
What the hell else you want him to do?
Not go those 3 possessions where they don't get no score. That fumble wasn't his fault though.
Yeah, you got
that fumble wasn't his fault.
Somebody Joe getting the pain, he get no motherfucking pass. He's doing everything he could possibly do as the goddamn quarterback. Shit. Damn. We had that game. Shit.
Aaron Owen said Mike Brown should have paid Chase when he had the chance. He about to break the bank. He's going for 1,615 plus touchdown. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could pay me now or pay me more later.
Listen,
Yours is yours.
well, you want to.
You're gonna have to run me my money.
Yeah, either way. Now you want to stick to your traditional values and the way you've always done things. You know, the old school way. Now,
Jacob said bigger Super Bowl sleeper, Steelers and Commanders. I would go with the Commanders because they got a rookie
I was just getting
quarterback.
ready to say that the Commanders as well.
Road to the Super Bowl is going through AFC or NFC. Well, it all depends. It's going to go. The road to the Super Bowl is going to go through both. Because you have an AFC and NFC representative. We said, okay, the road, is it going to be harder going through the AFC or the NFC?
NFC.
I think AFC.
Think so?
You think Baltimore, Kansas City, Buffalo versus who you got? Who you like in the NFC? The Lions, which is the Lions.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Yeah,
that.
Think about it, Ocho. You got the Steelers.
Yeah.
You got the Ravens. You got the Buffalo. You got Kansas City.
Right.
That's okay. Let's just take the top four. Okay, Detroit is one.
Philly.
Atlanta.
Hey, you know who's scary right now? Oh, I ain't mentioned Minnesota. Come on now. Yeah.
Man, but see, here's the thing. You got Mahomes, Super Bowl guy, MVP.
Yeah.
Lamar, multiple Super Bowl MVP, could be another MVP this year.
Right.
Russ has won a Super Bowl. Josh Allen is MVP considerations every year. It's tough, but I think I'm gonna lean towards the AFC because the 49ers are not what they were. Injuries, C-Mac just coming back, no Ayyuk. Defense is not what it once was, Ocho. There's a little slippage there. I love Detroit. Detroit, for me, is head and shoulders above everybody else in the NFC. So, for me, I think the AFC, I think going through the AFC will be a little harder. Right now, but we'll see, Ocho. We'll see how it plays out. Ocho, Aaron says, more faith in Russell Wilson or Jayden Daniels?
That's a good one. What if you got faith? I mean, ooh, that's a good one. I mean, Jayden Daniels playing lights out.
It's a great one, actually.
That's a good one. Jayden Daniels playing lights out.
I think Jayden Daniels has to be better because I don't believe the Washington defense is as good as the Steelers.
They do have Lattimore, though. So that's going to be interesting. Lattimore versus Pickens.
True. Play slipped a little bit. I don't know if he wanted to be in New Orleans anymore. Maybe the change of scenery would do him good, Ocho.
Most definitely.
More faith. I mean, Russ has been at this a long time. And we just have such a small sample size on Jayden Daniels. I mean, he's playing so well, he almost makes you forget that he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And Russ has looked good in the 2-3 games that he's been back.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll go Russ. It's just hard for me to have that kind of confidence, Ocho, in a rookie. As we go deeper and deeper. I mean, only one rookie has gotten to the championship game, and that's Big Ben.
Yeah.
Back in what, 2004?
Mm-hmm.
Yoni said to Unc Ocho, could y'all give a shout out to my boy Adam? We've been listening since y'all started. Love you guys. Adam, what's up, man? Yoni, appreciate the support, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in and week out, listening, watching. Thank you everybody, all you guys that have supported Nightcap from day one, the Unc Ocho show. So we appreciate that. So Yoni, appreciate you. Adam, thank you, man. Appreciate the support. Michael, what's up, Uncle Ocho? I completely tore my Achilles over the weekend. I was wondering,
Woo!
had you guys had that injury or had any tips? Nope, never had it. But I heard it's a
Damn.
very tough injury. It's probably the toughest injury to get over because
Yeah.
you stay in a cast, you got to be non-weight bearing for what, 6 to 9 months. The calf is
Ouch.
going to atrophy so bad, the lower, and so it's a rough injury. From what I've been told, and guys that I've known have had the injury and tried to overcome it, and you got to be very, very careful because it's an injury that's easy to re-tear. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying, Ocho? It's so, man, hey, speedy recovery, bro. Speedy recovery.
Speedy.
Kadan M said, love Unc and Ocho. Can y'all please wish my buddy Taro happy birthday? Turns 31. We both love Nightcap and are regulars. Love from UK and Canada. All right, Karan Taro.
All right.
Appreciate the support, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in from UK and Canada. Much support. Thank you so much. We support you here in the States. Unc and Ocho Nightcap. We love you guys as well, man. Thank y'all for the support. Tommy said, how soon is too soon to move on from someone that you've been dating? They have been dating for a year. It all depends. I mean, what the hell is going on? If you're not happy, it's never too soon to move on if you're not happy. I mean, you need to give us a little bit more. Uh, y'all been dating a year. What has led you to believe to be contemplating moving on? The mere fact that
A
you're
year.
thinking about it, saying something is going on that's causing you to contemplate that, considering you probably have never contemplated that before.
A year. That's you still in the damn honeymoon phase. Shit.
Junio, Uncle Ocho, what's the wildest locker room moment you guys have experienced playing in this league? Your choice to name the guys or not. There've been plenty of fights. We ain't gonna name no
Yeah.
names, but hey, guys don't
On
play.
that.
Hey, man, look here. You got the macho to macho. There's a lot of testosterone in the locker room. Ain't nobody backing down from Ish. He grown ass men. Ain't no punk. Ain't no. Hey, no. That they don't play. That don't fly.
Yeah.
You might take a L, but you gave it respect and just make it so like, hey, I ain't effing with him no more. I got the best of him, but I don't want that no more.
Yeah.
Hold on. This guy team won. This guy team lost.
It's
We
all
got a
good.
slogan. They don't.
We do. It's called Who Day.
No, your new slogan is when they. When they gonna win a game. When they gonna win a game.
Yeah, no.
uh Thank you guys for watching another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite 85, Liberty City's own, Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from, and make sure you hit that subscribe and like buttons. Uh, Check out Shea by Laportier. We have it in stock. Holidays are right around the corner. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Make sure you go order it if you can't find it in a state or a city near you, so you can have it for the holidays and have a very joyous holiday. Uh, Please go follow my media company page on all platforms at Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. Our newest releases dropped last week. We dropped I Was Hell When I Was Well shirts. I'll lie for you before I lie to you. Black nightcap hoodies, and by popular demand, Stay With Me Now hoodies. And of course, our best sellers are Unc and Ocho tees. We got a lot of requests. They wanted the Unc and Ocho tees in black, and we listened and delivered. So we dropped those over the weekend. Quantities are limited. Make sure you grab yours while supplies last. The Ravens come from behind, down 14, and beat the Cincinnati Bengals as the Bengals go for two, fail to convert, and the Ravens win 35-34. Joe Burrow had a sensational night. 428 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. But Lamar Jackson was equally sensational, although he did not have the yardage. He threw for 4 touchdowns, no turnover, and they win the ball game and sweep the Bengals within the division 2-0. If they won the first game in overtime 41-38, wins this game 35-34. Push the Bengals on the cusp. The Bengals really need to go on a hot streak. Jamar Chase did everything he possibly could. 264 yards, 3 touchdowns on 11 catches. Lamar also had 4 touchdowns. So the Ravens are 7-3. The Bengals fall to 4-6. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We'll see you. Yeah. We'll see you on Saturday. Thank you for joining us. Saturday.